In a vast land of scattered, far-flung communities, we are delivering on the MultiChoice Namibia promise of making the path of entertainment accessible. Every day, more than 140 people go to work with one objective in mind: to enrich lives by finding ways to exceed expectations, hopes, and dreams. As we celebrate our 25th anniversary, we take great pride in the lives we've enriched, as well as those who have been a part of our journey. This is what Baumann, a DStv customer, had to say.
I am feminist human rights and communications activist. I come from the township of Ovambo location. Very basic schooling. Mandume, Namtuni, Yanyonke. So at that time, one would school around the area because it's easy and closer to walk to school. So that's where I come from. But I've been an activist since childhood. I started in a Namibian Red Cross at the age of 13, volunteering and feeding refugees and making sure that we raise money in the camps. Then I moved into the Namibian Girl Child Association and also was part of the Teenagers Against Drug Abuse. And then and that's where I got my first training in paralegal studies with the Legal Assistance Center. And I think that's where the rise of the feminists started, and where you question, where you interrogate, where you are critical, and also where you contextualize and not just being very, very literal to things that are coming across life. So I've been in the human rights sector, human rights and media sector for a long time. I believe in basic fundamental values and principles of dignifying people and ensuring that respect and integrity is upheld at all times. But also at the same time, ensure that our voices and every person's voice is heard, because many a times very few people have an echo of their voice coming out. So I think I amplify that. Let me tell you about my family home. We have 2 Explorers in our house, 2 decoders that are Explora that are connected with 2 extended. And then my mom, because she's old, she does the Go TV all by herself in her room. So we have about 6 TVs in my house. So it basically means that there is an addiction in the Baumann family when it comes to DStv. So that's basically how it happens, because I don't want to be disturbed when I watch my 12 soaps. I watch my daily ones like on time. So my journey with DStv has been a very interesting one, because imagine you're starting from the just open time Mnet, and then you graduated to the actual small decoder. And then you graduate, and you took some time. And then as they went, every upgrade that came, my family moved into it. Until we got Explora that actually made life much more easier. Because now I know for a fact, I pre-record, I do everything I can. And it becomes irritating when I visit a friend and I can't stop to be able to hear what was going on there. And I think that's what I love about it. And that's why I stay online all the time. The benefit of diversifying young people's experience to TV, that's what and the reality TVs thereof, I think is casting. And I think what they've done now and improved, I must give MultiChoice credit. They're playing more black movies, and on top of that, the catch-up area, not the catch-up, the box office. I can actually go into liberation movies and not go watch movies that are shooting the whole time, because you can see African movies that are being played now that are historical, that are touchy, and that have realities on it. And I think I'm not a cinema person. My cinema is my big screen, and that's where I watch it. And I think they bring the big screen for me in my house, because I sleep. And don't ever take me to the movies. I go to bed. Like, it's a waste of money. I can't just put the $70 on so I can watch 2 movies at my time. When I sleep, I can still rewind and come back to it. So that's the beauty about MultiChoice, and the effect that they now are Africanizing it. But I'm just also hoping that they can bring Namibian movies into play. I think MultiChoice advances one's dream into reality. It makes you realize that this dream that you're sitting in this very township of Ovambo location, somebody has expanded that, so why can't you bring that back home? And I think that's what is key for me. I think people need to be able to be in touch with their body, mind, and soul, know their identity, represent that identity, and ensure that that consciousness within that identity represents integrity and dignifying the next person next to you, because that would represent an emblem of what a good person is. And I think further than that, craft your life around things that influence you. As an example, like my influence is not just the people around me, but also these very channels that I'm watching on MultiChoice, because it influences the way I think, it influences the way I engage people, but it also creates and instills a better person within me. And so I'm hoping that that could help people to guide them into a direction of self-consciousness and self-appreciation, because the moment you appreciate yourself, it's the only way you'll be able to appreciate even the services you get from MultiChoice. As a MultiChoice long-term client, I think I must first thank MultiChoice for bringing a different scenery in my house, a different experience in my house, and also for having my family get around the TV, even though there's so many TVs, but there's a center TV where we all sit and watch. And I think I need to also say for bringing entertainment to greater diversification, because sometimes you watch things only online. So MultiChoice brings that into our spaces, and I think I'd like to say thank you very much. Happy birthday. Keep Namibia vibrant, and I'm hoping that you're able to amplify our Namibian nation within this service delivery that you're doing. And I'm grateful for being part of your family.